Hey everybody, today we're just messing around with the old C4 Corvette. It's Sunday, so you know, it's National Take Your Corvette Out and Cruise Day. I haven't driven this thing in a week. This is just my toy, my weekend car. I drive a little Ford Escape every day and put the miles on that. And I saved this thing for just when I want to have a little fun. So I took it out today, took it for a little cruise. I'll take you along with me, show you a little bit of the Corvette. Paint's peeling from the doors back. It does need some window felts. The inner ones are pretty good, the outer ones not so much. The door seals are in good shape. The top seals are in good shape. It doesn't leak. Seats are in fair condition. Got gray carpet in it. It's a little faded from the sun. This car sat out in the sun. It was not garage kept all of its life. That's why the clear coat's peeling, and it's got a little fading on the carpet, especially in the back. Can't see there, but the dash is in great condition. Perfect condition on the dash. All the digital gauges work in this car. The AC works. A little bit more clear coat damage you can see there. No window tint on the glass. I stripped all the old crusty window tint off. This car has no cracks or breaks anywhere in the fiberglass. Just some clear coat peeling on it. It's in great shape otherwise. Original wheels. See again the window felts. Window felts here. Again, I don't know if the camera will pick that up. You see, could use a set of window felts. The longer I keep this car, the more I'm going to do. So I will eventually replace the window felts, and you know, I might even start painting a panel at a time on the car, but the price will reflect that. Both headlight motors work. When I got this car, one of them did not work, and I rebuilt that with brand new plastic gears inside of the window motor. Stock nylon type, not the white plastic kind, but the correct nylon, OEM style. It's got Flowmaster exhausts underneath it, but it still does have the catalytic converter. The car has a nice rumble, but it's not too loud. Has a little bit of a drone inside of the cab, but not enough to where you can't hear the radio. taking a cruise around town in the 86 C4 Corvette. This thing's such a pleasure to cruise, man. So smooth, so comfortable. AC feels great in this car. Exhaust has a nice rumble to it. Good sound in the cab. Not too loud to be obnoxious, just right. You know, you get a lot of looks in this thing. People see me cruising, especially see me cruising with the windows up. They know this thing is on point, you know. What a great car. I take it around town about once a week. Even if I don't take it anywhere, you know, I take it around town just to keep the battery nice and charged up, keep the amperage up in it, keep the oils moving around in the motor. I'm running ethanol-free gasoline in this car right now too, and it seems to do great. When I first bought it, I put a tank full of premium unleaded in it, and it ran fine. But you know, these older cars, they're not really meant for ethanol. They don't have ethanol or alcohol-rated fuel lines and rubber in the fuel system. They didn't take that into consideration back in the 80s. So I think this ethanol-free gasoline is the best thing I can do for the car. So I'm trying to really take care of it, treat it right. And she just purrs. I can come to a stop and no worries. And we're back home from a cruise around town. We're at full operating temperature, close to it anyway. These things run around 2 to 220 operating temperature. You can look that up. They run warm, but that's totally normal. This thing sometimes on a cooler day, you know, it won't get over around 180, but today it's warm here in South Texas. So I'm at 207 degrees right now. Just put a few miles on it. Still at 47 to 50 oil pressure. Oil temperature is close to the coolant temperature, which again is perfectly normal. And she's running great. Nothing like those old 80s dashes, man. Look at that. Look how cool that looks. Just got back from my cruise. She ran so good. Here's that 5.7 liter L98 tuned port injection engine. It's all stock air intake. I think there's a K&N air filter in the stock box. That's about it. It's got brand new spark plugs in there, just some stock style AC Delcos. I've got a little bit of a PCV valve leak there. Probably needs a new rubber grommet around that valve cover, but I clean it up once in a while. I hadn't cleaned it in a few weeks, and gets a little oily right there. No big deal. A lifetime warranty. Stock alternator there, and a new steel power brake booster on here. The stock ones are plastic, you know, and after a while in the heat and engine compartment, they get brittle and crack. That's why the brake pedal gets hard on these Corvettes. But this thing is 100%, man. It brakes so nice. It's got a perfect windshield in it. There's not one rock chip in this windshield. It's just absolutely perfect. This is such a cool car, man. All the lights work on it. There's some plugs down here in the corners of both sides. And I've got the lights disconnected right now just because I pop the hood a lot. I'm kind of a wrench guy, you know. I like to wrench on my own cars and stuff, so my hood's up a lot in between cleaning it and changing the plugs and air filters and stuff like that, and checking oils. And I just don't want to run the battery down. But you can just plug those little harnesses right in, and it's right here. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can plug this in on camera. And as soon as I plug that in, bingo, there's the light. If you can tell that light's on camera. That's it, so I just keep those unplugged personally. It doesn't take but a second to unplug them, plug them back in. That works, and that keeps my battery from dying when I'm tinkering around underneath here. Batteries from 2022, October of 2022, so it's fresh. No problemo, man. No issues with this car. Love the back glass in these cars. They say this is one of the biggest glasses that Corvette ever put in a car. These C4s. Look at that. The shocks even still hold the lid up, still even hold the glass up. So here's my luggage compartment here. Got my sunshade. You can see it's not perfect in there. There's a couple little stains from hauling stuff they probably shouldn't have been hauling in there. Some bottles of something have leaked over the years, but it's not in bad shape. That needs to be fastened back right here. And I just haven't messed with it too much yet. I'm probably missing a couple clips. I got these nifty storage compartments right here. One on each side. Factory Bose sound systems, and these lights even work here when you open that back hatch. It's got lights on the door panels too. You turn the interior lights on, they'll light up. There it is, man. There's nothing like a Corvette, right? The C4s have a center fill gas. Need to clean that up a little bit. A little dirty in there. I'll clean that up right now, actually. Give me something to do. The center fill is awesome, man. You can pull up to either side of the gas pump. You don't have to worry if the gas pumps are busy. You can get on either side you want. Fill it right up, no problem. She's full of ethanol-free gasoline right now, too. These target tops on these, unlike the newer ones, they're bolt-in, but it's still really easy. There's one bolt in the center here. It's a Torx. There's one on each side of the back, and then there's one on each side of the front. I keep a torque wrench in the center console with me, so I can pop it right off. And it's actually got a place in the back. I don't know if you can see that through the glass. See that little thing right there? It fits into there, and then it actually latches into the back. So the target top cannot move. It's totally secured when you put it in the back. It won't move. If you have to slam on the brakes or hit a big bump, that thing won't move at all. It's locked down into place. So, these old leather seats are original. It's got a little tear in it right here. Other than that, it's just the dye is worn off here and there. But they are still really comfortable. The foam is pretty firm in those seats. These are leather wrapped steering wheels. Very cool cars. The door panels are in great shape on this car. You can see the inner window felts are in pretty good shape. Just those outers. This car set up for a long time. But unfortunately they didn't keep it inside. It sat out in the sun, so the sun's done a little bit of a number on it on the clear coat. And these these window felts. I believe somebody's replaced these top seals on this car. Most of them that I've seen, those door seals and that top seal are in horrible condition. These are pretty soft and fresh, and they don't leak. This is the clear coat sunburnt on that back bumper. All of the lights work. All of the tail lights, brake light, third brake light, everything works. A wrap or a fresh black paint job on this thing and it'd be like $1 million, you know. And this car deserves it. This is a great example of a low mileage 86 Corvette. Thanks for checking it out, guys. I hope you liked the Corvette, and I know I love it, man. I can't get enough of this car. This car really does it for me. It's for sale. Everything's for sale. Everything has its price. So I'd let this thing go for $10,000 right now. 43,100 and some miles. And I don't put many miles on it. I might put a few more on it as we go, but I'm located in South Texas in Harlingen. And I have a little ad posted up right now on Facebook Marketplace. You guys could find it. 1986 Corvette. But I'm kind of interested in a C5 model Corvette with the LS1. I want to do a little hot rodding, you know, and I just can't bring myself to tearing this engine out of this pristine 43,000 mile L98 engine. The computer in these is an older style computer. It doesn't really lend itself to tuning as well either. You know, you can buy chips for these things, but I want to do some hot rodding, man, so I'm thinking about getting me a C5. So if you guys have a C5 and you're looking for a low mile collector's 86, man, this might be for you. Or if you're just looking for an 86, you can find me on Facebook, Christopher Thompson. You can message me or comment here below on Pop's Place, and we can talk. But I'll keep this car forever. I don't mind. But everything's for sale. I'm one of those kind of people, you know. I change cars like I change shoes, and I got a lot of shoes. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you next time from Pop's Place. Peace out.